Come on, just a little bit. How old are you? Oh, don't.
Come on.
Oh, don't.
Give us a little kiss. Oh, come on. Give us a kiss. Give us a kiss. Oh, give us a kiss.
Think. Are you wearing clean underwear?
Advice was invented because bossing people about doesn't work as well as it used to. If Moses came back to Earth tomorrow, he couldn't make the 10 Commandments. He'd have to make the 10 suggestions. Advice is rather like specially wrapped soap at Christmas. Everybody gives it, but no one actually wants it. And like wrapped soap, a lot of advice is found in hotels. You get notices in lifts saying, maximum load 8 persons. Or in London hotels, maximum load 8 Persians. There are one or two rules about advice. Firstly, the person giving it must have no idea what he or she is talking about.
Come in, madam, take a seat.
Thank you.
Now, what seems to be your problem?
My husband's left me.
I see. Our pamphlet, How to Cope with a Separation. I think it'll tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, well, he's left me absolutely broke. I haven't got a bean.
Your rights to supplementary benefits, cash help.
On top of everything else, my father's dying of...
I see. Our pamphlet, What to Do After a Death.
I don't want all these pamphlets. I just want to talk to somebody. Why does everybody run away when I talk to them?
You and personal hygiene.
I might just as well run under a train.
Oh, there, madam. Railway timetable.
All advice is for ignoring. You've never seen anything quite as determined as a plane load of passengers reading their newspapers while the air hostess tells them where the emergency exits are.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We are now taking off, so please fasten your seatbelts and extinguish your cigarettes. We will be cruising at 30,000 feet at a speed of about 6. We expect to arrive at 10:30 local time. Have a nice flight.
There's also advice on trains. British Rail has half-hidden hammers everywhere, under the notices saying, break glass in the event of fire. I don't know why you should break glass in the event of fire. Gives you something to do, I suppose. Takes your mind off the fire. Manchester United fans are obviously specially nervous about fire in trains, so they break the glass just in case. It's surprising, really, how much good advice gets ignored. At every soccer match, there are always thousands of people, tens of thousands, who know precisely what is wrong with the team's performance and what should be done to put it right. Isn't it strange they'd pick the only person there with no idea at all and make him the manager?
Come on then, you so bloody slow! Get it out, don't piddle about with it! That's better than smack it in the middle! No, look down the side! Oh, you bloody useless! Wrap it up now, let's have one!
Grandad,
What's that?
when was the Battle of Waterloo?
Oh, now that's a hard one. Quite some time ago, I should think.
Who fought who?
Oh, lots and lots of people. It was a big affair, you know, Waterloo.
Was there anybody famous there?
I should think so. Let me see. Nelson, he was there.
Nelson?
And if he wasn't, I'm sure he would like to have been. And that wee French man, what's his name?
Charles Aznavour?
No, that was a different battle altogether, son. But it was a name like that.
Who won?
Well, who do you think won?
I don't know. I wasn't born at the time.
Oh, well, neither was I, son. I mean, how do you expect me to know if I wasn't born either?
You don't mind me asking these questions, do you, Grandad?
Of course not, son. I mean, how are you expected to learn anything if you don't ask questions, eh?
Professional advisors have to study long and hard to gain their qualifications. Lawyers, accountants, surveyors have experienced years of hardship and poverty. Yours. It's not even as if they were particularly sympathetic to your problems. I mean, car mechanics, for example, simply laugh in your face. You know, the 1978? Oh, drive shaft for a 78, not a chance. No, you can't get the shims. You have to come from Spain, the shims. They all go with the drive shafts on these. No, they knew they weren't safe, the 1978. A lot of people got caught with them. Who sold you this heap? Oh, did we? The government gives us helpful advice on health. On every packet of cigarettes, it now feebly says, think. Most doctors don't smoke. So remember, when you go to the doctor, take plenty of your own.
Sorry, you want a fag, mate?
No, I've given up, haven't I?
No, when?
Oh, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah? Why?
Well, you know, I had this bad chest, you know, coughing, wheezing and that, you know.
Yeah. I had the same.
Yeah?
Solved it, though.
Yeah? How?
Acupuncture.
By the time professional advisors have finished with you, you will need a psychiatrist, and that'll cost you even more. They can make the most harmless things sound dangerous. For instance, if you talk to God, that's called prayer. But if you claim God answers you back, that's called paranoid schizophrenia. No, my advice is save your money. That'll be 75 guineas.
I like the concept, in theory.
What concept? This is reality, Thelma.
Tell her again, Chuck.
Timeshare psychiatry.
I know what it's called. What's the hang-up, Thelma? Listen, I let you use my manic depression the first 2 weeks of August.
Frank gets my latent homosexuality in July.
In exchange for our emotional sterility in the fall.
I know, Frank.
We could cut our analyst bill by 50%.
Now, why can't you give your persecution complex to Stella here?
Yeah, what's so special about your lousy persecution complex?
I don't like to think of other people using it.
I remember when I was 14, I wanted a mature woman. Someone who would understand. Well, anyway, one day I were in Boots buying this sperm spray, underarm spray, when I spotted this token 50-year-old over by the Estee Lauder counter. A real killer. Wax face. Hair like dental floss. Pencil moustache. I glided over towards her, clutching my aerosol at an acute angle. We looked at each other. "What do you want?" she said, struggling to control her breathing. Failing. And taking a snort from a Vic inhaler. "I want you to mother me," I said, forcing myself not to blink. She thought about it for a moment, then very slowly went into her handbag. She pulled out a notebook and her purse. I waited to be given her phone number or the keys to her Mustang. Then she wrapped 5 bob in a bit of Basildon Bond and sent me to the butcher's for a pound of mince.
Now, children, please listen. I want you to know what happened between Mom and me long ago. I'll tell you why we had to get a divorce, and I had to sell my guitar, my horse. Your mother and I, we got on pretty good. So when she left home, I did all that I could. But he came between us and brought us to shame. I can only face spelling his name, S-O-L-I-C-I-T-O-R. It takes just a second to phone.
Solicitor.
But the case that extend for years without end, then they'll take all you have and leave you all alone. He told me divorce was the course we should take. He said we must do it for the 5 children's sake. I said, I don't have 5. He twirled his moustache and said, no, but I have, and I need the cash. He said I would have to put up quite a fight to get the kids' custody sorted out right. And he thought on that score I've nothing to fear. He was wrong, and I lost, you're still here. SOLICITOR. Solicit their help if you dare. They will give you advice at a hell of a price. Then they'll tell you they're lawyers, so it must be fair.
Right, what's the next one, Joyce, dear?
Dear Aunt Advice, ever since I was young, I have felt attracted to women. I find I prefer their company to that of boys. I have tried to cultivate male friendships, but they all come to nothing. Last week at a party, I met this girl. We talked for the whole night, and ever since then, I have not been able to think of anyone else. Last night, we went to bed for the first time, and it was marvellous. I'm very worried that I may be a lesbian.
Let's have a look at it, dear.
Dear Brian, of course you aren't a lesbian.
Ever since people started writing letters, aunts have been in agony. Magazine problem pages are where teenagers usually go when parental advice has failed them, almost always on the subject of sex. The most interesting part of an agony column is the bit at the end where they only print the reply and you have to try and guess the question. I mean, you know the sort of thing. Dear worried, under no circumstances do what your uncle asks. It is unnatural and punishable by law. I think that refers to riding a bicycle without lights, wearing a false nose. The other sort of advice that women's magazines give is, of course, fashion. What to wear, when to wear it, and how to take it off in such a way that men will buy you more of it. Fashion is based on the fact that modern fabrics last far too well. So the industry has to persuade you to chuck them away long before they've worn out, which is why so many tramps are still wandering about in flowery shirts and bell-bottoms and tie and hank sets.
Shut up. Say, shut up! Bloody phone! British Rail, travel inquiry.
Grandad, are we nearly there?
I've told you 15 times, son. We'll be there in 20 minutes.
Oh, Grandad, look. That bull's playing leapfrog with that cow. Why is he doing that? Grandad.
What?
Why's that man got no hair? Why doesn't he wear a wig?
Quiet, son.
He looks silly. Grandad, why is that ugly woman so fat? Is she going to have a baby?
Behave yourself.
Are you going to have a baby, lady? Grandad, I need the toilet. Where is it?
Straight along the corridor. It's the first door on your right.
Good evening. Where's the cameras? What? Well, you might have told me to change the whole studio around. You know I'm in a hurry. Yeah, and the same to you with bogies wrapped round it. Listen, good evening. My name's Kevin Turvey, and I'm an investigative reporter and all that. But and this week I've been investigating advice, right? Which is like another word for help. Well, it's not really, not if you're drowning anyway. I mean, you don't swim there going, advice, advice! I mean, they just shout, swim, you granny! And then you drown, don't you? So it's no good, well, unless you want to drown anyway. But that's not important. The thing is, I haven't got time for my report, right? Because I just met this bloke outside in the bushes, right? I was just doing some investigating into leaves, you know, how come they grow on trees and what they taste like when you smoke them and things like that. Anyway, and he says, psst, are you Richard Baker? I says, no, I'm Kevin Turvey. Which is like true, you know. And he says, listen, can you give this... And he gave me this, right? He gave me this clock. He says, can you give this to Ian Trethowan? Yeah, Ian Trethowan, who's like the leader of the BBC. And he says, because he's got to have it any minute now. I don't know why. I think it's the play school clock or something like that. I said, can't you give it to him? He says, no, I can't. I've got a headache, you see. So I said, well, look, I've got to do a report in a minute. He said, it's more important than that. Give it to him now. You've got 2.5 minutes, and now I've only got a minute. So listen, I'll tell you a story, right? Once upon a time, there's this fish, right, who lives in the bushes by the BBC, and he meets this prince who's called Kevin, and... I've just been handed this note. Right, and he marries the prince, and they have lots of babies, and things packed in now. Work, you bogey gobbler! Come on! Listen, I'm going to have to go to a watchmender's. So I'll leave you with this little joke, right? What do you say to a man who's got no arms and no legs if your watch is broken? Have you got the time on your cock?
Pound of rice, please.
Oh, yes, just a minute, please. Sorry. Now, what was that, please?
A pound of rice, please.
Oh, yes, brown or white?
Oh, brown, please.
Long grain or short grain?
Oh, short will do, thanks.
Italian, American or Japanese?
Well, what's the difference?
Well, some people prefer the taste of the American. Actually, I think the Italian soil gives it a much nuttier flavour, so I'm inclined to say the Italian...
I'll have the Italian, please, thank you.
Italian?
Yes.
Fine. Organic or non-organic?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. Well, I'll explain. The organic variety is grown without the aid of artificial fertilisers or insecticides.
Yeah.
The non-organic variety is really junk food, actually, but if you don't mind eating a mouthful of chemicals, they do say it cooks fast.
I'll have the organic, please, thank you.
Organic?
Organic,
right.
yes.
A sack or a 10-kilo bag?
A pound, I just want a pound.
Sorry, we don't do pounds.
Oh.
Would half a kilo do?
Half a kilo is fine, yes,
Fine.
thank
Just
you.
a second now. That's half a kilo of, well, oh, yes, sorry. There we are, that's 38.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Your change, excuse...
Be on the lookout for nutters. Organisations like the Campaign for Real Ale, the people who won't be satisfied till it's only possible to find a pint of beer which you drink with a spoon.
Hi.
Ah, good evening, sir.
Pint of bitter, please.
What kind, sir? We've got 13 real ales and a rotating pump for regional brews.
13.
Yes, quite a choice.
Yes.
County's good.
County?
County?
County, please, yeah.
Right you are, sir.
Incidentally, the Campaign for Real Ale really started life as the Campaign for Better Excuses. I mean, I'm just off to my camera committee meeting, darling. Sounds an awful lot better than I'm just off to get paralytic with the lads again, darling. In fact, they both mean exactly the same thing. Also, the United Nations. They tell us to worry about disabled people for a whole year, which means that next year everyone can go back to ignoring them and asking whoever's pushing the wheelchair questions about the person in it. Diet is a great area for advice. You know, eat anything you like and still lose 3.5 stone in a fortnight. Send £4 today for easy-to-swallow tapeworm egg.
Bacteria burgers, botulism in a bun, tepid. Get your salmonella sausages in. They're almost fresh.
fresh, they're rancid. Pig scrotum, additives, artificial flavouring, all the animal kingdom in one bun. Here, you. Fancy a nice little bit of staphylococcus?
You must be joking.
Please yourself. Bloody Trade Descriptions Act. I knew it'd be the ruin of me.
Bacteria burgers, botulism in a bun.
The egg that once had bits of straw adhering to its shell is battery-driven now and free from colour, taste or smell. What is less individual than an individual pie? Farewell, real food, I offer you a microwave goodbye. Convenience food in cans or bags or packets, a boon to every bachelor or working wife. A balanced meal from off the shelf, buy it now and give yourself a monosodium glutamate, now with soya concentrate. Children say it's really great, takes the pattern off the plate. A monosodium glutamate, crinkle cut light. For a lot of people, religion is the major source of advice in their lives. For example, the Muslims forbid alcohol, the Catholics forbid contraception, and the Mormons forbid any form of stimulant whatsoever, which is why they're only allowed to listen to Donny Osmond.
Yes, my children, I'll tell you, we are all one family. We are brother and sister and mother and children, all together in one house. And I want all of you to look upon me as your father, and you are all my children, and we are all one family.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Derek, sit down, shut up, and eat your tea.
Advice through the printed page isn't confined to ladies' magazines. They're all the consumer guides. Buy this, buy that, don't buy that, which, things like that. It's strange, really. Which magazine is always on about healthy competition. So why is there only one Which magazine? Well, there are all the What magazines as well. I mean, What Car, What Hi-Fi, even one for gardeners called What Ho. The big fallacy is, of course, if we obeyed all this lot, society would collapse. We would all be wearing the same clothes, sitting in identical cars on our way to the same restaurant, all stuck in the same country lane on a clever AA holiday route.
Good evening, sir, madam.
Good evening.
Would you care to order, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Are you carnivores?
Pardon?
Are you carnivores?
Carnivores?
Yes, sir. Do you eat the flesh of what were once living creatures?
Well, I wouldn't put it quite like that.
I see, sir. But do you like flesh?
Meat, yes.
Yes. Then what would sir, madam, like to gorge themselves on in the way of flesh, meat?
Well, I'd like a small fillet steak, please.
Yes, I'll have the same.
I see, sir. 2 chunks of flesh cut from the hindquarters of a cow. How would you like them cooked, sir?
Rare, please.
I see. Barely cooked so that the blood oozes from the veins and muscle tissues, forming a scarlet pool on the plate.
It doesn't sound very nice when you put it like that.
Like what, madam? I was merely stressing that the blood which remains in the dead body of the animal...
Forget the steak. I'd just like a plain omelette.
I see, madam.
Please.
How many eggs?
2.
2 unborn children of a hen.
Excuse me, I think we'll try somewhere
Yes.
else. Thank you very much indeed for all your help.
Would you care to order, madam?
Oh, yes. I'll have the soft flesh of a newborn lamb with the blood oozing from the still twitching body.
I see, madam.
Yes, and boiled potatoes. Thank you.
In the future, one thing we can be absolutely sure of is that as fewer and fewer people understand what's going on, more of them will tell us what to do about it. Perhaps in the future, consumer programs will offer really useful advice, like precisely what the law allows you to do to Esther Ranson when she stops you in the street and offers you a slice of raw gerbil.
Hello, this is Checkpoint, and I'm Roger Cook. This morning, I'm standing outside the offices of Skyloft No-Weight Conversions Limited in the hope of speaking to its managing director, Mr. Vince Miller, about why his firm has left 13 old-age pensioners in the district without a roof for the last 9 months. Ah, Mr. Miller. I'm from the BBC Checkpoint programme, and I'm recording an interview with you now. We've had several complaints.
I'm not saying anything, so you can swing your up.
I thought you might like the opportunity to explain your side.
Are you there for something? Oh! Ah! And I've just been hit on the nose.
Mr. Miller, that was uncalled for. That was an assault.
Up, and I'm just being kicked down the stairs which lead up to the office, and Mr. Miller is going towards his car. He's got into his car. Ah! He's shut my hand in the door of his car. Mr. Miller, please do not drive off. My hand is in the door of your car, and I'm now on the roof of his speeding grey Jaguar car. My hand is still shut in the door, and I can see a bend approaching in the near distance.
And that is the end of the news. And may we stress again that the cooling failure at the Windscale nuclear plant is only a minor fault, and officials say there is absolutely no cause for concern. And finally, a look at tomorrow's weather.
Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Oh, come on, there must be someone.
And that is the end of the news. And may we stress again that the cooling failure at the Windscale nuclear plant is only a minor fault, and officials say there is absolutely no cause for concern. And finally, a look at tomorrow's weather.